start, you need to understand what development hell is. Development hell, also known as development purgatory or development limbo, is media software industry jargon for a project, concept, or idea that remains in the early stages of development for a long time, because the project is stuck in legal, technical, or artistic challenges. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie was announced in 2015, had 11 different scripts written for it, and is barely coming out this year. Does that sound like development hell to you? If not, then you're wrong. This movie was in the process of being made for almost 8 years, and has a pretty interesting history behind it, so let's explore that in this video. Back then, Seth Graham Smith, Roy Lee, and David Katzenberg were set to produce the movie, along with Adam Stone and Jay Ireland as executive producers, along with John Berg and Nick Mavencurve overseeing the movie for Warner Brothers. Gil Kenan was brought along to direct the film and co-write the script with Tyler Burton Smith. In a now-edited Steam community post, Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, tells us that the movie was met with several delays, saying that it was involving problems within the movie industry as a whole, but saying that it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, saying he wanted the movie to be made right and that he was going to be more involved in the production process. In a now-deleted post on Scott Cawthon's Twitter, Scott posts an image of a director's chair with the name Freddy on it, behind the Blumhouse logo, showing how the movie has moved from Warner Brothers to Blumhouse Studios. Jason Blum, the head of Blumhouse Studios, said that he was excited to start working on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie with Scott in an interview with Fandom. Unfortunately, Gil Kenan says on Twitter that they will not be involved in the movie's production regarding the Warner Brothers turnaround. Deadline reports that Chris Columbus signed on to write, direct, and produce the movie for Blumhouse. In a now-edited Steam post, Scott states that the first draft of the final script was finished, and that he and Kyra Breed-Worsley both co-wrote it. Scott also said that he was starting to write a second script for a second movie if that ever got greenlit. 6 days after the initial script confirmation, Jason says that they're aiming for a 2020 release date in an IGN interview. Unfortunately, in the same edited Steam post, Scott says that the script was approved by both Jason and Chris, but Scott decided to scrap it. He said that he had different thoughts and visions for the movie, and that he had better ideas. He also said that he would take full responsibility for further delaying the movie. In another interview with Fandom, Jason is asked about the movie, where he replies positively, saying that production has been super active and that it is moving steadily forward. In the now famous Reddit post, Scott writes about all of the rejected scripts for the movie, saying that he and Blumhouse have chosen the Mike screenplay to go ahead and make, saying that they will start filming in spring 2021. In an interview with Collider, Jason reveals that Chris Columbus was no longer involved in the production, but the movie was still in development, although no filming was done and the Mike script was seemingly scrapped. In an interview with Deadline, Jason was asked again about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Since there were no new news about it for about a year, people were all wondering. All he said is that we were dangerously close. On Twitter, Jason randomly posts about him working with Jim Henson's Creature Shop, saying that their work with animatronics is killer. The photo shows someone working on a costume, which looks identical to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Freddy suit. Out of the blue, Jason randomly tweets out that the movie will finally be filmed in February the next year, and reveals that Emma Tammy will be directing. Deadline reveals that both Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard are set to feature in the movie. In a live stream by YouTuber Dawko, Scott said that he would give Dawko early access to cast announcements if he hit a donation goal. He hit it and was given access to the castings. He revealed that Josh would be playing Mike Schmidt and that Matthew would be playing William Afton. He also revealed that Mary Stuart Matterson would be playing an unknown villain and Piper Rubio would be playing Abby. Geek Vibes Nation revealed that
Elizabeth Lale
will be playing Vanessa in the movie.
And finally, February 1st, 2023. While I would go over everything that happened during production then, I don't really feel like getting in trouble for leaking the movie, so I'm not going to do that.